YouTube, CountryBoyPrepper here. I've always been a big fan of the 40 caliber handgun load. All of the Glocks that I've ever owned have always been 40 caliber, and I've always thought that it was a superior load to the 9mm and the 45, and that's been my choice in a handgun load for self-defense. And recently I made the decision to switch from 40 to 9mm. And I wanted to make a video today and tell y'all a little bit about that and show y'all what I got and talk about the reasoning behind why I made that decision. I still believe that 40 is a superior load for a lot of reasons. The main being that, you know, over 9 you get a lot more knockdown power and you only sacrifice about two rounds of ammunition in the same size gun for a Glock. So, I mean, to me, a 40 over a 9 in a Glock is a no-brainer. And with a 45, I definitely think a 1911 is just too heavy and far too few rounds. 7+1 compared to 15+1 just doesn't make any sense to me. Plus, it's way heavier. So that's a no-brainer to me as well. A Glock 21 and 45 kind of makes a little bit more sense, but still it's a significant reduction in rounds. Plus you're going to have a lot heavier gun, and it's not going to be as good as a concealed carry gun in the smaller versions of the 45 Glock. So anyway, I've always thought that 40 was the best way to go, and I still think that, but I am switching to 9mm for the time being, and here's the reason why. The main reason is I want to have uniformity of calibers in my household. I don't want to have me shooting 40 and my wife shooting 9 and my son shooting whatever. It just doesn't make sense. The military doesn't do that. Law enforcement doesn't do that. And you know, if I need to pass my gun to my wife or son, I want them to be comfortable shooting it and it to be the same as their gun. If I need to share ammo or a mag or whatever, or even parts for the gun, it just makes sense for us to be able to do that. And since my wife and son can't shoot 40 and 45 comfortably and practice with it effectively, 9 is the caliber that they're most comfortable with, then I'm going to switch to 9 myself so that we can have uniformity in our household. Now eventually one day when I can afford it, you know, I might have a 40 again. Heck, I might have a 45 one day, but considering I can only afford a few handguns at the moment, and I want them all to be the same caliber and the same gun for that matter, the same brand of gun, Glock, so that the mags are interchangeable, it makes sense for us to go to 9mm for now. So, and I mean, my wife and son could shoot 40 and 45 to save their life if they needed to. They've shot it in the past, but they're not going to enjoy shooting it. They're not going to be confident shooting it. Therefore, they're not going to practice shooting it. And how good are you going to be if you can't practice with your gun? So anyway, that's the reason why I did it. I am going to go with 9mm once I get probably a 26, a 19, and a 17 in my household. I may get other calibers later on, but for now I'm going to go with 9mm Glock. And I'll show you what I got here real quick. Take these out of the way. I was real fortunate to find this at my local gun store. This is a Glock 19 in flat dark earth, and it's brand new. It's loaded and chambered, and that's the way it'll stay. But really love this gun. I think it looks awesome, and it's a grip that you can get a full purchase on, but it's still small enough that you can conceal it fairly well. So it's a great compromise. If you were only going to own one Glock, I would say this is the one to get, the Glock 19. This is the first one I've ever owned. I've owned the 22 and the 27 in the past, But I tell you what, that's an awesome little gun right there. I really like it. It came with the extra magazine, and of course I've got several of these laying around as well. That's another benefit to the 9mm, is you can get the 33 round mags for it. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you all that real quick. Tell me what you think. You know, like I said, I still think 40 is a better caliber. If it were just me going overseas to war, that's what I would want. But taking into consideration that I want to be integrated with my other members of my household, I want to have something that they can shoot comfortably as well. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think, and I'll roll in some footage here at the end of this video showing my first shots with this gun. And y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. Hey YouTube, Country Boy Prepper here. I'm gonna take the first shots with my new Gen 3 Glock 19 in flat dark earth. This is a brand new gun. First shots out of it. I like it.